Okay, so I just found a demo on Steam. It's called, it's a demo for a game called The Last Caretaker. And I would describe it as, it has Unreal 5 in all the right places. That's the first game I've seen, or almost the first game I've seen, that uses like the lighting and some of the physics features in a really, really nicely built type of game. So the game is about, you play as this robot, and you have a ship, and you got this dock, and the shop page says you have to save humanity or something, but the demo is limited to like small area around the dock. And at the beginning of the demo, you have to basically get your ship operational, get the hangar operational, so you can get it out of the dock. And the game combines like two things I really like in video games. The first is like really amazing Unreal Engine lighting, and this game uses, I think, Unreal Engine 5, and a highly interactive game environment. And there's like this really cool immersion gameplay moment. Like when you play the demo for some time and you have the ship powered and you open the hangar doors, you drive out, and you can like drive around the water around the hangar for a bit. Because you can't actually go farther out because the demo is limited to around the hangar. And I thought the demo was bugged because my ship got stuck when driving out. And I thought maybe it's stuck because of a quest, some invisible barrier or something. But then I checked. Let's go underwater. The ship actually got stuck on the gate. And it got stuck because the power on the station ran out while that gate was opening. And now if you want to open the gate completely, actually have to go back inside and turn on the power. You see the sun setting? Now, one thing I don't like in the game is how quickly the day-night cycle passes. I think they should really add an option to make this much, much longer, so you can really feel emotionally when the sun rises or sun sets or when it's nighttime. You can see here the engine, it's running on, I think, the latest Unreal Engine 5 with Lumen, and I play on maximum settings with the GeForce 5070 card. And so the game's not just about controlling your ship. Like most of the demo is actually not about controlling a ship, it's getting a ship running. And first I'll show you the ship controls. If you go to the ship cockpit, there's another power switch. Start back on. And you get some console for different gameplay systems with a data cable, but I don't have that yet. Here's the map. See all the different sensor systems. And you can take the ship, go forward, go backward. It's actually realistic that the way the propeller starts spinning, then the ship will slowly start overcoming inertia and start going forward. So it's like, I'm not a ship person, but it feels pretty realistic in what I can see. And the water physics are also pretty nice. Like they feel, like you feel the weight of the ship, but I didn't like see any type of really rough waters, and you can't really go far with the ship outside of the bunker. But from what I can see, like the physicality of the water looks pretty nice. I think that's a feature of Unreal Engine 5. And here's the other thing, notice when it gets dark. Notice when you watch like TV shows or documentaries about like these fishing vessels, like these medium-sized, is it a medium-sized ship? I don't know. And you feel like this tiny ship surrounded by danger of the open water, and you have like these super bright lights illuminating the ship that feel like stadium lights, and they give you like this sense of safety, like this bubble of safety surrounded by danger. And I think that's something the game really nails. There's also a thing when you go diving. Here it says diving 3 meters and some type of pressure gauge. You actually get tossed around by the rough water underwater too. That's pretty cool. Which means there's probably going to be some diving gameplay later where you have to be careful about the pressure. Let's get back up. It really wants you to get back out of the dark black stuff. You really want to go back on the safety. Yeah, that's like it really immerses you. You see that the water on the camera. Okay, so let's show you some of the interior gameplay. First, I'm going to turn on the power, get the ship back inside, and show you how to refuel the ship, because a lot of the gameplay revolves around using cables. So here how the reverb changes, because in a large concrete room, have you noticed that compared to the outside? I think that's also one of the features of Unreal Engine 5. Like they have really good audio spatial features. Let's go back up. So that's emergency lighting, which means that the place has some power, but it's not fully powered. There's some solar panels on the roof, so currently it's running on battery power. I think there's 2 main batteries in the control room. One of them is out. You can repair the top side thing so you can get some power back in. See, that's powering the main switch. And you can see I got this battery. This one is empty, and I go with this. Yeah. So you can take this one, grab cable, put it up here, and connect. See, now it's taking power from this thing, and you see that? That's Unreal Engine 5 lighting. And the lighting is so good. It's like the type of lighting that looks great by just being a normal overhead light. Like, you don't need some dramatic lighting coming from the side or super colored lighting. It's just normal white light looking great because the way the engine renders the lighting. Okay, so now we got the power on, and now you see the dock gate is completely opened. I can drive the ship back in. Yeah, let's go back down. The weed cable thing, relay. Okay, that's some type of diesel tank. Let's get this ship back upstairs. So my guess on how the game loop is going to be is that the game generates some stuff in the open waters outside. Then you can go to it, explore it, take resources, get it back on your ship, and get back home. Get the anchor out. Stuck on something. Did the anchor's not pull up completely? I think something's wrong with the anchor, because normally you just press the button and the anchor's go up. See how far we are. We're almost close enough, so let's go back upstairs and slow the ship down. And what I like about this game, is the features, they feel a bit more developed. Like the way it's animated with the cables, the way you plug stuff in. It's not like in some other indie games where you get like some really quick basic gameplay slapped together, it barely works, and they start selling it, and that's it. Like, this feels like a bit more developed. Like, okay, let's slow it down again. Okay, let's get the anchor now. It's even animated the way they go down. Now let's no, okay. So you even got some ledge grabbing. Okay, so you got the fuel cable. And you have a certain length to which you can use it. So it's a pretty cool system in the way it looks. See that? And see, now this is how you pump fuel into the engine. Switch mode, equalize. Wait a minute. Switch mode, pump. Yeah, now it's pumping. And if your own character, like the robot, you see the upper bar at the bottom of the screen, that's the power drain of the robot. And if you take like fall damage or get attacked, it's like your shield. But it also has other purposes. And eventually you have to refuel it, because if you don't, you actually hurt yourself. So let's say you want to like refuel a character. It's a pretty cool system for that, basically. Healing station, you take a cable and you plug it into yourself when the character heals. If you want to back up the game, like the save game station, it's like... Hold. It's like you grab cable and stick it in yourself, and then you can save it. It's a bit like Alien Isolation, the backup station. See, like the way the way the way it feels tactile, like it just feels nice. So I think the game comes out in 6 days, and yeah, it looks pretty exciting for me now. There's some things I don't like. When you fight robots and some of the monsters, it's like some type of smack 'em with the crowbar minigame. And I hope that the gameplay, the survival gameplay, will be more about survival and your ship getting into rough waters, having to manage your resources, like more the nature itself pushing against your ship instead of like smacking robots. Now, I think I'm not sure if the ship can sink or take on water or pump water out, because like this, there's a symbol in the cockpit that indicates it to me, but I'm not sure if it's that or just some health bar. I can't tell. I see that thing over here. Does it mean buoyancy? I'm not sure what that is for. But you got other systems here, like I think how much it's raining, temperature, other things. So I hope that's going to be some type of gameplay systems you can interact with. And there's also some other stuff in the ship which I haven't explored. I'm not sure if they're fully functional in the demo. You have like this net. Basically throw a net into the water and see what it does. Oh. Not sure what a net is. Maybe it's not working at the demo. So you can probably fish. You can fish, and there's some saltwater thing. Like I'm not sure what that is for. Ship person, tell me in the comments if you know what that is for. I have no idea what it is. And then you got some CO2, carbon dioxide output thingy. Maybe that's good for something. And those are like ports for electricity. Then you got the engines. Probably you can upgrade it, get more cylinders, so the engine goes faster. That's replicator for like creating stuff. And that's a recycling machine. Basically, you can take anything you want, throw it in there, and it recycles it and comes out again. Now, it's similar to Stationeers, if you know that game. But it feels less, I would say, clunky to play. Like, the user interface doesn't get in your way so much. And it looks much nicer, too.